Crafty Babes, Andrea here, ready to share with you a pocket page, a family album 9x12, single-sided pocket page full of bright colors. I love this page. These are some leftover photos from the week, and I kind of set them aside because they all had a similar theme. They were around the house things, and I had just purchased this new kitchen table, this retro replica kitchen table, and I had just some fun colors that I wanted to bring into this spread, so I just kind of did a separate spread, and there is a picture of Marshall, but it is because there's like house stuff. So I'm testing out which one of these Distress Oxide colors is going to work best for my weekly my weekly card. I've been doing this numbered system where I'm using the Carrie Bradford stamp, and it's been really fun. I've loved sorry, I'm like having a hard time figuring out what's happening on the screen at the moment. I love the simplicity of these numbers, and I love that I know that I can use them and I don't have to come up with something brilliant every time for my weekly card. It's like something consistent that just helps me move the process along. So I'm trying out this green color. I think this is, oh, I can't see it on the screen, but it's right over here next to me. Let me see. It is Bundled Sage. The other one is Worn Lipstick. And I think I did bring a yellow out, but I think I decided on that Bundled Sage color because it's just right. And there's not a lot of green in the cards. So there's green in the greenery in the photos. So I wanted to bring a little bit more green in, and I stamped and then fussy cut them, and I'm going to pop them off of this little label. So I'm just cutting up some foam tape so that I can lift them off the page just a little bit, give it a little dimension. And then underneath I have a stamp that says, oh, it's one of my week in review. It's an older Felicity Jane stamp, and I'm either using this stamp or another stamp that says week for all of my weekly cards, just because I don't have, surprisingly, there's not a lot of stamps out there that say week. And all of us who do weekly documenting, and I find it very difficult to find stamps that say week in different ways. Like I want a whole stamp set that just is a weekly stamp set that we can use for our Project Life cards. So maybe I will put that on my list of things to do, things to make. Anyway, I stamped it on the bottom of that label, and then that is it for that card. That card is actually part of an add-on by Humble and Create, and that is a card that she designed to go along with issue number 6, our first anniversary issue of Retro Hip magazine. That's the spring 2009 issue. And it was perfect for this color scheme of these photos. This green journaling card that I'm writing on right here, I think that is an Ellie Studio card from either last Christmas or the Christmas before. I'm pretty sure that it's a Christmas card or from one of the Document December kits. So I'm looking at what I can bring in here to add some texture. I don't want that gingham card to just sit like that. I feel like it's a little too heavy up there. There's a lot of light going on. So I wanted to bring in some color. And I have this sail tag, this vintage sail tag, some baker's twine, this really fun like tassel thing. I forget where it's from, but I have decided to like wrap some of the baker's twine around it and then just put it in that little square. And then I'm using the sail tag in order to actually list the actual price and the sale price of the table, because it was kind of important that, like, I want to remember how much I spent on it, because I think that's important for future documenting or just for future generations. It's always cool to know how much things cost. And it was on super sale, like not super sale, but it was on sale, which helped. Because, you know, when you're spending several $100s on a piece of furniture, like, being on sale is pretty great. So I used my Tim Holtz little tile alphas to put the pricing there, because I didn't want to write it by hand. I just felt like that was a really, a much more fun way of getting the price on there. And then I did some layering with a little ticket and some crepe paper, and then I just layered those together and put them on another piece of foam tape so that it kind of popped off the page again. And I think I really struggle with this card, because I'm trying to figure out the best place. I want to use this Let's Celebrate sticker. That's also a printable from that same issue of Retro Hip magazine. That one's created by LME Creative. And I really wanted to use it because I was very excited about getting this table. I had the same dining room table since 2005. So, you know, it was time, and I loved it. And I've always wanted a vintage table with the tin ribbing on the outside, and I love this table so much. I love it. So I think I've settled, but then I get kind of upset with myself that I left it on just the sticker paper and I didn't pop it off some white, because I don't like how the Let's part like blends in, because the background of that particular part of the photo is too dark. But that's just me. I know that I know that I want something a certain way, but I get like, oh, it'll be fine. And I just like tell myself that it'll be fine, knowing that I'm not going to like it, and then I do it anyway. So sometimes I need to stop myself and just think about what I want to do first. Otherwise, in this situation, I just have to leave it and live with it, which is totally fine. And I can roll with it. I mean, I'm all about the Steve Winwood, you got to roll with it, baby. So, and then here I'm doing some journaling about getting the table and how cool and how important it is. So I think I'd like to fast forward through that part for you. That is essentially the last card that I'm going to work on, but it needs a little something on the top. So I'm going to look for a label, maybe a paper clip. I pulled a paper clip out. Those mini wide paper clips from Felicity Jane are so fun. I decided to pull in another little bit of black and gingham just to make, now I took that heart off. Oh, it's because I already have the gingham heart on the card to the left, and I decided that it was too much. Oh yeah, and then I need to adhere down a couple of these things that I did not adhere yet. And then I think I just maybe I put the date on that label. Let's see. It looks like yep. Oh, it's so funny. Sometimes I totally forget to do like the basics. Thankfully, I remembered before I just stopped the video. So that, my friends, is a quick little watch me work for this pocket page, using lots of fun colors, lots of fun supplies. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for being here. Leave a comment and let me know if you have any questions about the supplies or techniques that I use. I'd be happy to answer. And give this video a like if you'd like to see more, and subscribe if you don't want to miss any more of my videos. Thanks again so much for watching, guys. Bye.